Hello friends, today we're going to be making some music and we're going to be using instruments and also learning a new song. Now I do have an instrument in my house and it's what I used to make the little song at the end of my videos. You say, Mr. Ryan, I don't have any instruments in my house. You actually do. You need to look around in your house. But first ask permission, okay? Ask permission of the grown-up or grown-ups in your house if you can use some things to make music with, and maybe both of you can look and see what you can use to make instruments with. And I'm going to show you some examples. Like, for example, you might have something like this in your house. Some spoons. Right here I have an orange one, a blue one, a white one, and a gray one. You say, Mr. Ryan, those aren't instruments. Ah, wait. When you tap them together, that makes music. Some other things you might have around the house are a box, maybe even a mixing bowl, and perhaps a pot, and maybe even you have some cups, or maybe even a water bottle, and I think somebody might have this. We have a really big one of these. It's a big metal mixing bowl. Alright, it's a silver one. We're going to put this aside and we're going to go ahead and learn our song. And we are going to be using our box, our orange spoon, our blue spoon, our gray spoon, our yellow water bottle, our pot, our red mixing bowl, our blue cup, our green cup, and this big mixing bowl, the silver one. And the song that we're going to be learning is called Play Your Instruments and Make a Pretty Sound by Ella Jenkins. So let's go ahead and start. With each part of this song, we're going to talk about we're going to mention these different items that we're using. You ready? Play your instruments and make a pretty sound. Play your instruments and make a pretty sound. Play your instruments and make a pretty sound. Let's make a pretty sound. We're going to call these a spoon. We're going to call them what they are, okay? Play your spoons and make a pretty sound. Play your spoons and make a pretty sound. Play your spoons and make a pretty sound. Let's make a pretty sound. Okay. And your box. Play your box and make a pretty sound. Play your box and make a pretty sound. Play your box and make a pretty sound. Let's make a pretty sound. And you can hear when you tap on different parts of things, sometimes it makes a different kind of noise. So I'm going to use my white spoon here and I'm going to try playing this mixing bowl. You ready? Let's move this over here. Play your mixing bowl and make a pretty sound. Play your mixing bowl and make a pretty sound. Play your mixing bowl and make a pretty sound. Let's make a pretty sound. Let's go ahead and do the water bottle. Ready? Play your water bottle and make a pretty sound. Play your water bottle and make a pretty sound. Play your water bottle and make a pretty sound. Let's make a pretty sound. Good job, yellow water bottle. Let's play our cups. You ready? Play your cups and make a pretty sound. Play your cups and make a pretty sound. Play your cups and make a pretty sound. Let's make a pretty sound. And last but not, actually, I'm going to save something for the end. But I already already talked about this. A big silver mixing bowl. This is going to be really fun. You ready? Let's clear this stuff out of the way. Play your mixing bowl and make a pretty sound. Play your mixing bowl and make a pretty sound. Play your mixing bowl and make a pretty sound. Let's make a pretty sound. One thing I almost forgot about is I had this idea. Use a rubber band. I got this off of some, broccoli or asparagus, something like that. Listen. When you make it a little tighter, and even tighter, so you can make music with a cup and a rubber band. So last thing we're going to do for this video is we're going to just make music with all of these things. Are you ready? Play your instruments and make a pretty sound. Play your instruments and make a pretty sound. Play your instruments and make a pretty sound. Let's make a pretty sound. Keep going now. Play your instruments and make a pretty sound. Play your instruments and make a pretty sound. Play your instruments and make a pretty sound. Let's make a pretty sound. The grand finale of this all. Boing. So, we found out about different instruments. We found out how to play them, and we learned a new song. So I think we learned a lot today. I hope that you had fun doing this, and I think that you can continue to do this with permission and just have a lot of fun making music. I really, really appreciate you watching my video, and you can watch it anytime you want. And I look forward to seeing you in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. SUBSCRIBE. Subscribe.